Hey, what's up everybody? JJ Wilson here. And I'm finally back to doing anime reviews now. Since buying my new laptop, and now I finally have Photoshop back on my computer. This new laptop I have right now. And today, I want to get back on track with GANGSTA Curse. There was another chapter that was translated. I can't quite remember who made it. I think the name of it is Variationa. Let me double check right quick. Right, yeah, Variationa. So gotta thank that person for translating this chapter for us. So this is chapter 6 of GANGSTA Curse, and we picked up where we left off with the last chapter. If you guys haven't seen my earlier reviews for that, please do so. It's going to be on my playlist called Anime Reviews by Me on my channel, the YouTube channel. So if you can, check that out. So here we go. We're going to pick up where we left off here. Actually, the first scene in this chapter is you see Luca Cristiano. He's helping out the various normals, the Twilights that are trying to escape the area that was attacked by the destroyers. These 5 group of hunters that are out to exterminate all Twilights on site in the city of Argaslan. So he's out helping those folks out, and one notable person that he finds is the mother of Constance Revolt, Connie, Joelle Revolt. She's a little younger here, so he finds her, and he's asking her what she's doing over here and why she's by herself and everything. Of course, she doesn't really answer. But we know why she's trying to go back. She's trying to see if her son, his wife, and her granddaughter are okay. And now we cut to the gun shop, and we have Spies here. He just saved Connie's life from getting chopped off by the leader of the destroyers, Maverick, whose real name is Marie. And Spies is trying to reason with her for not killing Connie, who's just 10 years old at the time in this chapter. So he's trying to reason with Maverick as to why they shouldn't go so far as killing innocent normals and children of those normals, or even, you know, half-breed normals or Twilights. So he's trying to reason with her, why are we going so far as to killing these people? Shouldn't we just be after the bad Twilights and stuff like that? So Marie's really not trying to hear that. She is totally focus on her mission of killing everybody that's associated with Twilights. It doesn't matter if they're real Twilights or they're normals, but they happen to be, you know, friends of Twilights, or they even go, like I said earlier, going as far as mating with Twilights and having offspring. So she's not trying to hear that. She's like, we're here to destroy everything associated with Twilights. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if they're, you know, children. It doesn't matter if they're old people. If they want to coexist with Twilights, then they all have to die. And because of that, Marie starts attacking Spies. You know, they get into a little fight. But Spies isn't really trying to fight her. He's trying to get with Connie. He's trying to save her life. And he does get cut by Maverick in that one scene there. And Maverick just can't believe it. She is totally, she's just so disgusted at what she's seeing right now. She's seeing Spies, her own teammate, somebody that she raised, you know, kind of like as a little brother in a sense. And she just cannot believe the fact that he's going out of his way to protect a normal who happens to be associated with Twilights, you know. And she's just saying the word filthy, filthy, filthy over and over again. You know, then she tries to get at Spies again, misses. Then she commands Mini-Me to come over and try to get after him since she couldn't get him. And Mini-Me is not able to catch Spies with his, you know, fire gloves. He's spraying fire out of his gloves and he can't get him. And Spies is able to get out of there. He manages to evade the attacks of both Maverick and Mini-Me. So he got out of dodge. And then after that, Maverick pretty much states that Spies is officially an enemy of us now. And it's up to the destroyers to take care of him since he went over to the Twilight side. And after getting away, you know, covering some distance from Maverick and Mini-Me, Spies finds a street or alleyway safely to land on, but Connie's trying to get off of him. And Connie is very, very angry. She's confused, angry. She's just mad that, you know, she just saw her parents get killed, and now this guy who is associated with the people that killed her parents is trying to save her life now. She really wants to have nothing to do with this guy, so she's trying to stab Spies. And Spies is like, please stop, what are you doing? That type of deal. And Connie just pretty much tells him, like, you should have let me die back there. I wanted to die with my family. I don't know why you saved my life. And she's just crying her tears, crying her eyes out. And so Spies is just basically, he doesn't say anything to her. He just starts walking. The only thing he does say to her when he walks off is like, you need to just run. Get away as far as you can from this place. And then he just leaves. So yeah, this is a pretty touching moment here, because, you know, this is like the first time, you know, they interact so closely like this, even though at this point Connie is very, very upset at what just happened with her family for obvious reasons. And so now we cut to, finally we get to see Stryker and Beretta again in this chapter, because they had very little action in the last chapter. We hardly even saw them in the last chapter, so we finally get to see where they are. And yeah, Stryker is fighting the butler. I called him in my fourth chapter review of Gangsta Curse. His name is Hal, so we actually get to find out his name. At some point, Stryker is asking Hal, you know, where's Daniel Moreau, because that's one of the reasons why they're in GANGSTA, like, especially for Stryker's case. He's trying to find Daniel Moreau, for reasons unknown to me, but he's trying to get at him. So Hal, obviously, he doesn't even want Stryker to even talk about Daniel Moreau. And they continue to fight, and at some point Stryker, he totally blows Hal, like he pushes him all the way into an apartment complex. He boots him with his strong fist. And meanwhile we have Beretta, she's fighting Child, she's running away from him, and Child's this big old fat bald dude, man. And apparently he loves pain, especially when it comes to taking pain from cute girls. And, you know, he states that fact very well to Beretta. She's trying to get away from Chow. And so, while we're in this apartment complex, Hal smells something. And what he's smelling is the scent of Twilights. And sure enough, he goes into one room and he does find a woman and her son, you know, trying to hide from all the commotion that's going on outside. And Hal's asking him, how come you didn't leave? You were told to get out of the city. You were told to evacuate. And so the woman tells him, like, well, we heard all the screaming and we heard all these people dying and stuff, so we didn't want to leave. We just decided it was better just to stay inside. And then Spies goes inside the hole where he hit Hal, where you create that hole inside that complex, and he's walking around, he's trying to find Hal. And Hal almost got him. He used a spear, he almost cuts Stryker. He almost cuts him. But that wasn't enough. Stryker, being as skilled as he is, man, he takes his huge hand, he catches Hal's face and he smashes into the wall, man. It was nasty. It was a straight up beast. And then Stryker finds out that there are other Twilights in there. But Hal gets back up. He quickly recovers and he's fighting Stryker again. So yeah, Hal's doing everything he can to protect Twilights here. Very noble of him. And sometime later we get to see Chow. He gets hit by a trash can by Beretta. And Beretta disses him and all that, makes fun of him. And then she swipes his back off. And Chow, he's laughing at that because he loves getting tortured. You know, he likes the fact he's getting teased by this cute girl, Beretta here. And then, yeah, Stryker continues to beat the crap out of Hal, man. He's going in. He is really getting into Hal. And Hal's pretty much gone at this point, man. And then Chow sees Hal is in trouble and he gets choked out by Beretta's whip. And so he can't go back there to help him. And this right here, this little dialogue is pretty much the core of the chapter. And Stryker pretty much tells him it doesn't matter what you guys do. It doesn't matter how you try to please Daniel Moreau or anything like that. He only thinks of you as shields. You guys ain't nothing to Daniel Moreau. And you know what I'm saying? So, But how he doesn't quite understand what Stryker meant by what he just said, because he really thinks that Dane Monroe is actually a good dude. So he's pretty much telling Stryker, what do you know about, Dane Monroe extending his hand out to people in need, especially Twilights? And Stryker, as cold as he is, he's like, man, you don't get it at all. You don't know shit. It's like, it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna find him. And he almost kills Hal. So that was a very important dialogue right there. That's what struck out to me, because if you read the actual GANGSTA series, the main series, we know how much of a piece of crap Dane Monroe really is, and we know how treacherous and diabolical he really was. Especially if you read Volume 6 and Volume 7. Oh man. But how sadly he has no idea, Dane Monroe's true motives are. So I think it was very, very revealing, with this scene, as far as like the rest of Dane Monroe's men, at least back then. But guess who saves Hal? It's more members of the Parkland Guild. They're actually twin girls. And what's interesting about these girls is one of them is very expressionate. One of these girls, she shows a lot of emotion, while the other twin, she doesn't hardly show any emotion. So one is like very, very extroverted, and the other one's like really introverted. But they're twins. So the extroverted one is Natalia, and then I think the quiet one is Sandra. And so they're about to fight Stryker. The Stryker's ready, man. This dude is an animal. He's not even human at this point, man. This guy, he takes up so much abuse, and yet, it doesn't faze the guy. And so now we get to cut to, the stars of the real series here. The stars of the series, the handymen. These guys back then, back in their early 20s. So we have Nick Brown, Nicholas. He's killing off the normals. And forgive me for not remembering the exact name of this group. He's got these anti-Twilight guys, these normals that, they have a beef against Twilights, and they're trying to go after Dane Monroe because they know Dane Monroe is protecting the Twilights, at least in their minds. So Nick is fighting these guys off. And so he's outside, he's at the front door, he's at the entrance level. He's outside, he's fighting these guys off, killing them off, and then the ones that actually make it inside the building, they're getting shot up by Monroe's men. Because Warwick devised a plan is, if any of these guys try to break in, we need to be ready for them. So this is all thanks to Warwick's idea. And Warwick is outside, he's helping out Nicholas too. He's on the balcony, he's on the terrace and whatnot, he's shooting up all the normals that are trying to get close to Nick. And he pretty much tells Nick, hey man, you just protect the front door, you protect the entrance, and I'll take care of all the guys that don't try to come in. They try to go through the windows and shit. I'll shoot those guys up. So all those other guys, they're yours. And so that's exactly what they do. They start wreaking havoc. That's the handyman. And we get to see a little glimpse of Dane Monroe, the cunning bastard. We get to see him, and he's very pleased at what's going on. He's liking Warwick's taking charge and making sure everything is working good. And he's telling everybody, don't let your guards down. After all, you guys are my shields. Yep. Yeah, they're your shields, alright, Dane Monroe, bastard. So yeah, now we go back to Spies. He's trying to, for some reason, Spies now is trying to go back to the gunshot because he wants to settle things once and for all. He really wants to save Stryker, Beretta, Mini-Me, and Marie, and Maverick, Maverick here, but unfortunately, unlike him, they seem to lack empathy. All the other not Twilight's, all the other destroyers, they seem to lack empathy except for him. So I think out of all the destroyers, it seems like Spies is the only one that seems to show some type of compassion for other people. Like he's a little bit more human compared to the others. At least that's what it appears to me. And so he goes back to the gun shop and he notices it's all burned up. It's on fire. And he's trying to look for any sign of life, and it's not there. Even the bodies of Connie's parents are getting burned up now. And then we see a car pull up. It's a black car. It pulls up and behind Spies, and look who comes out. It's Luca Cristiano and Joy Revolt, the the mother of the shop owner. So both of those two are coming out of the car, and they see the gun shop is being totally destroyed. It's being burnt up to a crisp. And look who's in front of the gun shop. It's Spies, and they happen to see him. And that's the end of chapter 6 for Gangsta Curse. So yeah, this is another great chapter for me. I really like the fact that, you know, Spies wanted to go back and try to, you know, help his teammates, you know, his old teammates to destroy it. But like I said earlier, they're not really trying to. They're too focused on their mission, and like I said, they lack empathy and feelings towards other people that are not like them. So whatever he was trying to accomplish, I mean, it's pretty much, while it's noble in its intent, it's not realistic, sadly. You know, and also, like I said earlier, the interaction between Howell and Stryker about Daniel Monroe. You know, Stryker kind of, it sounds like to me Stryker has previous dealing with Daniel Monroe, which is why he's trying so hard to look for the guy. And I believe he's one of the few people in this series that knows Daniel Monroe's real nature, especially when it comes to his philosophy with Twilights. So, and how, you know, being a loyal subordinate to Daniel Monroe, he doesn't quite understand that. And, you know, he almost lost his life. So, those are like two of the things that stuck out to me, and hopefully later in the series we'll get to see what Connie does. I did read some of the future chapters, but unfortunately they're not translated yet, so I can't quite give a full understanding of what's going on. So I'll be waiting until the next chapter comes out, chapter 7, whenever that is. But I do know that volume 2 for Gangsta Curse is coming out in May for English, so guys, be on the lookout for that. I bought volume 1 for Gangsta Curse on, I believe this was back in February. No, wait, December. No, I was right, February. So yeah, I already have volume 1 for the manga, so volume 2 is going to come out in May. Anyway, that's it here. Hope you guys enjoyed the review, and I'll see you all when I can next time. Alright, take care.